Oh, good. Nice to see you. You look beautiful.
You look beautiful.
You look beautiful.
She's the most beautiful girl in Dallas. She's just being nice.
This is pink. Look at this. Look at it. Look at.
Bellísima. Bellísima. Tú también. Sí.
Hey, Farah, you're always working in projects.
You've
What
got-
are you promoting this time? Tell me your 20 projects that you're promoting
you
this
are
time.
sweet. She loves me. Actually, right this second, I'm promoting my very good friend Suzanne Weinert. You're going to interview her in a minute. And she did a short film called A Good Son that is about, actually based on a true story. It's about a man who asks his son to kill him, like buy trash bags with full tabs and suffocate him because nothing's wrong with him, so he's going to live another 20 years and his wife has died. So oddly, it's really funny. Like it just comes out as a dark comedy.
She's beautiful, but she's all crazy person.
I'm half Latin. That's all there. But no, it comes out really funny, and it's some really talented actors from Austin who do a great job. And it's hard to make that subject matter funny. That's a sensitive subject matter. So the fact that they can, is a testament to their ability as actors, and it's a testament to Suzanne's ability as a writer. So,
But you also write, right?
I do. So this festival, actually, I wrote and directed a short that played on Friday, and it plays again tonight. And it's way darker. It's the whole thing of, how when someone says, well, if I need help burying the body, I'll call you. And you're like, yeah. Well, it's what happens when you actually get that call.
Ooh.
And it's two women in the middle of the night. I don't know if you know Morgana Shaw and Catherine Willis. And they get a call in the middle of the night to go help bury body in the pouring down rain. And we shot it here in Fort Worth over a weekend. And we didn't know it was going to rain. But it rained, so it was this whole horrible thing of, oh my God, do we keep shooting? Do we start shooting? What if it stops? What are we going to do? And lo and behold, it was truly a gift from God, from the universe, because it is beautiful.
Oh my God.
It wouldn't have been near as special. Thank you. Yeah, you have to see it. I'll send you a link. It would not have been near as special had it not rained. It made the short.
She's a witch. She put a couple knives to make it. We know what you did, Farah. Come on.
Right. There may or may not have been some rose water involved, but yes, it happened.
Well, my last thing, you know it. I want to hear your beautiful Spanish.
Oh, what do I want to say to you?
I don't know.
What do I usually say to you?
Hola.
Mi corazón.
Mi corazón. Muy bien.
I do miss you terribly.
I miss you too.
You look beautiful.
I want to come back sometime and do a
Yes.
project
No,
with you.
you know what? We absolutely need to do a project because this woman is also a wonderful actress and a stand-up comic and has done one-woman shows. Like she's so I can't say the mierda because that's French. But I was trying to be incognito there. But she is. So yes, we need to do something, and that would be a lot of fun. We'd blow it up.
Adios.
Adios.
I love this dress.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Farah already told me that you are a little crazy and you wrote a comedy.
No, I am a little crazy, and I did write a comedy. Yes, I did.
But I was listening that you were like, no, it's a drama.
I thought it was. I honestly thought I wrote a drama, and then people started to laugh. So now I'm telling everyone I wrote a black comedy.
That makes sense. What inspires you to write?
Oh, I've been writing since I was little. Now, my mom, I was an only child, and so I would tell her a story, and my dad would say, go upstairs and write it down when I was like 5 years old. And so I would draw little pictures, and then I would tell my mom the story, and she would type it up, and then she'd stitch it, put it together like a book and stitch it. No, I had great parents, and they really, from the time I was little, I've been my dad would say, writers don't talk about writing, they write. And so I would just go upstairs and I would write stuff, and my mom would make it into a little book. So.
And you also did the storyboard. Wow. So directing was like the easiest thing since you basically were doing it.
Directing is hard, and I've learned, I only did it for 3 days. It was exhausting. When I was done doing my short, I called up every director I've ever worked with, and I said, oh my gosh, if I knew now how hard it would have been. I could have, now I know, it changes everything. Even now as a producer, I'm still producing other people's stuff. It has totally changed the way I even look at producing. Directing is exhausting. It's exhausting. No kidding. I had to take a week off after shooting for 3 days. That's my ratio. 3 days of work, 5 days off. Because it's tiring.
And for you as a writer, because you in your mind see the character,
Yes.
and then how does it change when it's on when you go through the casting process? Is always like the person who you had on mind, or was always like, oh, this could change a little?
I think with the short, I knew exactly who, like the characters. I wrote a feature that was in the festival circuit a while ago called Exterminators, and it was set in Texas, and it was all different. The women all looked different, and when we cast it, we ended up with all these blondes. Amber Heard was in it, Heather Graham, and Jennifer Coolidge, and I never envisioned any of these women as these like blondes. And so we really had to go out of our way. We put a wig on Amber. I will say I never envisioned that one character that Amber Heard played as looking like Amber, and she hit it out of the park. She was so perfect. So there you go. And you can bring something else, because as a producer, we did a movie called Judah Man, which was in the festival circuit a few years ago, and there was a character of a nun, and my casting director was a guy named Jorge Elizondo, and he sent us all kind of older women who looked like nuns, and then he said, there's one girl you should meet. Her name was an actress, fantastic actress, Amy Leonard's, based in Austin, a smaller gal, former military, African American. She walked in, she was blew it out of the park. We hired her to play the nun, and when it was a short, when we made it into a feature, the director loved her so much that he wrote a bigger part for her in the feature, and it was all because that casting director knew enough. So that's the thing, is the casting directors have to know to put you in the room, and if you're thinking, why am I here, it's because they think you can do it. And I think that is so if you have a great casting director, they're going to give you options. And I would never in a million years have thought that this character was a petite African-American nun in Texas in 1980s. And he saw something, and we hired her. She blew it out of the water. Fantastic. So there you go.
That's awesome. Thank you for all the tips. And my last thing is, I want to hear your Spanish because I'm from Mexico.
Oh, my...
Hola.
Hola. Well, I am half Hispanic, but my Spanish is terrible. But I do speak Spanish, but it's bad. It's really
Adios.
bad. Adios. Gracias.
Thank you. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, find me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and all that. And well, thank you so much, Kathy, for this beautiful dress, and to QueDiablosDijoElla, because look at these earrings, are amazing.